What is going on, guys? SuperEffective87 here. I have a double header for you today, versus two guys you might know. This first battle is against dblacstardust, Edgar, friend of Tony's, Joey's, pretty well-known YouTuber. He's really good at Ubers, and story behind this, I was on the UU ladder, and I ran into a guy named xCKSmoove, if you know him. I will have links in the description. Definitely go check them out. They're awesome. I love watching their videos. I had a battle with him, and I beat him. I didn't save that replay, so and in that battle I challenged Edgar to an Ubers match, and then after this Ubers match, we had another UU battle that I had versus xCKSmoove, which I will now refer to him as just AJ because it's easier to say, and that's his real name, and he says it at the start of all of his videos. And so yeah, I will be doing the first match, which is Ubers. I'll narrate this one first, and then we'll go over to the UU battle that I had. But yeah, this is against Edgar. I'm using the team that I give to all my friends if they ask for an Ubers team. It's either this one or the Sun one. I need to make a new Ubers team. Kind of getting stale, but anyways, yeah, I have replaced Torn on the team to a Shaman S, and I think that's all I replaced. But yeah, Torn is now a Shaman S, and because it never really does anything, and yeah, I had another reason, but I forgot about it, and I'm not gonna sit here and think about it because this is gonna be fairly long. I will tell you that I do lose versus Edgar. He brought see that Mewtwo just chilling there. That Mewtwo has glasses, and I have nothing for Mewtwo with glasses. The team is Mewtwo weak already, but when you give it glasses, it just destroys everything. I have to choose between if I want to be Mewtwo weak by having Arceus, if I want to be Mewtwo weak and have Arceus fighting, or be Ferrothorn weak and have Arceus Ghost, which can handle Mewtwo fairly well because of the spread that I have. But anyways, looking at leads on his end, I thought he was going to want to lead with maybe Mewtwo, just because it already puts a bunch of pressure on my team. I also thought he would want to lead with something like Dialga, just to get a Brox, because I don't have a spinner, and I have a Torn, even though I do have the Regenerator, but still, that would be a good lead. So we're just gonna get into this match right now. So he leads with Mewtwo because I have nothing for it. I lead with Arceus fighting, predicting the Dialga because he wants to get his rocks up, and I don't have a spinner. That doesn't happen though. He leads with Mewtwo, so I have to switch right out. And Psystrike is a very low chance to KO or to 2 KO Kyogre, and the fact that I don't see Life Orb with the amount of damage it just did, I know it has specs. So I pretty much lose because I have nothing for it. The only thing I can do is possibly sweep him with Kabutops, so that's gonna be the plan. Here I'm just gonna Dark Dragon Pulse, because I need damage. He has a Ferrothorn, or no, Fortress, and I don't have a spin blocker, so I didn't want to get up rocks just because he could spin them away, and I thought damage on the switching would be better. So he brings my in Arceus fighting on my Dialga after he gets up rocks, and I go into my own Arceus fighting, take a Judgment, and then I'm gonna fire off a Toxic. In hindsight, I should have just really went back into my Tornadus. Oh, by the way, I played horribly in this battle. You can't really see, but in the chat I was talking to all of the spectators, Mr. Jamvad, New Breed, they were all watching too. And so yeah, I was kind of preoccupied, but that's not a excuse for playing like garbage. But anyways, getting back in the narration, I kill his Arceus after he kills my Kyogre. He brings in Mewtwo, and I switch out from my Torn and go into my Ferrothorn because it's the only thing I have that can take something. I think Dialga will get 2 KO'd after Stealth Rocks. Here, I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, I think. Oh no, I double. Yeah, I double out from Torn, predicting Fortress, just so I can taunt. He tries to go for Plane Split, that's not going to happen because I taunt him. And now I'm just going to fire off a Hurricane, and it does 24% to Dialga, which is pretty impressive. But yeah, I have replaced this to Shaman S. I can't remember the reason, but I did. Now I'm just gonna superpower, and because I didn't think Hurricane was gonna kill the Dialga, he makes a good play, goes in his Kyogre, maybe predicting that, maybe just sacking that. Because I don't know, Focus Blast, 2 KOs. I've never really had the chance to use it. If I had Focus Blast, but I don't have it. I'm gonna go into my Dialga on his Kyogre. He gets a crit. Doesn't really matter in the end because he already has a Mewtwo which smashes me, so I can't really do anything with that. Here he brings in Fortress. I was like, why would he bring in Fortress? But obviously it was for him, so he could bait the Fire Blast and go to Mewtwo. I played it horribly, horribly. I really wish, like, Edgar, if you're watching this, we need to have a rematch, but that's not gonna happen. Maybe sometime in the future I'll add him on Skype and battle him. But I have nothing to take an Aura Sphere. Torn will get 2 KO'd, and it is outsped. I find it funny how, like, Torn is being trolled in Ubers with all the base speeds that are just barely outspeeded, like Shaman S, Dialga, and Mewtwo. And in OU is doing the same thing to Alakazam and Dugtrio and such. So regardless, I'm gonna go into, or getting back into the narration. Sorry, I keep getting losing my train of thought. I go into my Kabutops to scare out the Mewtwo. I just Stone Edge first, and then I go for Waterfall, and his Dialga dies. Now I'm gonna go into my Arceus fighting as he brings in Giratina. Oh, I'm scared out by the Earthquake or the possible Shadow Sneak, whatever. And I also couldn't kill him. So Arceus fighting is my best switch. He was gonna bring Mewtwo. I should have gone for Toxic, but I just wasn't really playing good, and it doesn't really matter at this point. I can't beat the remainder of his team with Kabutops, so yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game. I make a last-ditch effort to go for a Waterfall and try and deal some heavy damage to his switch in, but Kyogre takes it like a champion. Now I'm going to go into my Arceus fighting because it's the best thing I have to take a Scald. Kabutops will die, and if I can crit his whole team, then maybe I can still win. You get Stone Edge has that high critical hit ratio, you know. So Arceus fighting, I'm gonna Toxic the Kyogre. It doesn't really matter. Judgment wouldn't have killed. He probably has Rest, but yeah. So now I'm going to go into my Kabutops and hopefully Rapid Spin will kill him. I don't know if I get a crit, it might kill him. I do get the crit on. He just lives with 54%. So yeah, that's gonna be the match. Edgar, if you're watching this, I know that's highly unlikely, but thank you for the battle. I'm gonna have a rematch in the near future. So let's just pop over to this battle. Sweet, it works. Alright. Team preview, come. Alright, so this is the battle, second battle I had versus xCKSmoove. His link will be in the description. Go check him out, he's a great UU player. And if you're subscribed to Kyo, you will have seen this Specs Tango team that is on your... I'm on the other side again, just to point that out. He has the Specs Tango team that was made by xCKSmoove. That's how I found out about him. And before we had this battle, when I was challenging him, I'm like, "Okay, you still want to have a rematch?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's go." And so I was like, "Hey, one rule: you can't bring your Specs Tango team because I have nothing to take Specs Leaf Storm. Maybe Rotom can take 2, but I highly doubt it." And he brought it anyways. And in the chat you can't see this, but I was like, "Did you not get my message, Dot?" And he just said, "Hello." Anyways, yes, so team preview. I'm going into this completely blind. I was going in blind the last battle too because I have not seen this battle in a long time. They've just been open tabs on my computer for a crap load of time, so I just I had time to narrate, and I was just going to narrate them now to get them off of my to get the tabs gone. So yeah, looking at leads on his end, Mienshao is a very likely lead because it can just U-turn out, and Tangrowth is also a likely lead. I forget what I lead with. Yeah, maybe Togekiss. I can't remember. But let's just get in. Alright, so he's gonna bring Mienshao. I'm gonna lead with my own Mienshao. Oh, I remember this. I was like, high jump kick if you're real. And we both went for high jump kick, and I won the speed tie, and yeah, his Mienshao just died. So yeah, it was pretty funny. So here's gonna bring in his Tangrowth. I know I can't one hit KO with high jump kick, so I'm just gonna go into my Snorlax, and look at how much this damage does. Wait, what? No, hold on. First of all, my voice is way too high. That was freaking weird. But look at how much damage this does. Granted, I'm not max HP, max def. I'm offensive, but still does a crap ton of damage. And it doesn't Q a KO though, so I think I predict his Gligar here, and I go into my Togekiss. Please, past Taylor, do that. That'd be pretty cool. Do it. Maybe I should speed up the battle. Yeah, brings in Gligar, and yeah, I go into Togekiss. Alright, horrible narration is horrible. But anyway, regardless, I'm just gonna go for a Air Slash because it can hit anything on his team. Nothing wants to switch in. And I can just flinch his Snorlax to death. And he goes for Body Slam. Thankfully, does not get paralyzed. And what's funny is we both use offensive Togekiss with Timid, but his doesn't run max speed. It runs enough HP EVs to live Scarf Darmanitan's Flare Blitz, which is kind of cool. So the big edge, like I pretty much beat all of his teams with max speed Timid Togekiss. Like this team, nothing can beat it, like except for Mianshock and Revenge Kill, but that's it. As long as I flinch his whole team, then he loses. So he brings in his own Togekiss, and I can't. There's nothing I can switch into because this is gonna die or get flinched to death. So I have to stay in here and just hope for the flinch. I crit him on this last one. It doesn't really matter because I probably would have gotten the flinch. If I didn't, though, the only thing he can do is go for a Fire Blaster and Air Slash back. And yeah, here's gonna bring out his Snorlax, and as you can see, look on at the left side. It changed to Mence. xCKSmoove actually left the battle because he was so upset that I hacked him with Togekiss that he just left the battle. And on Showdown, they give you an option to join battle. So his friend Mr. Jamvad took over, and the only way he can make a comeback is if he's able to set up 2 Dragon Dances, I believe, with Kingdra, because then it'll outspeed my Mienshao. So yeah, that's the only way he's gonna be able to win right now. And so everybody was laughing in the chat, and yeah, Mence joined Mr. Jambad. So now I'm playing Mr. Jambad. That was kind of funny. So here I'm gonna go into my Snorlax. I missed a couple turns, but I just set up Stealth Rocks, and Leaf Storm is just gonna decimate my Snorlax. But this gives me a free switch into my Togekiss. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I believe I just go straight for the Nasty Plot because he can't stay in because he's Specs and -2, -1 technically, but I resist it. Togekiss is great natural bulk. And now I set up the Nasty Plot and try and flinch the Snorlax, and it doesn't happen, but I get one of the greatest Whirlwinds out into my Golurk, and I go for the Dynamic Punch. I get a crit and the Confusion. Confusion is a given, but I do get the crit. I don't think that mattered. And I believe I predict his switch into Tangrowth, and I switch into my Rotomo. I kind of missed that, but I think that's what happens. If that didn't, and I just messed it up, I can't really do this. This is like 20 minutes I've invested into this doubleheader, but yeah. So I just let my Golurk go to sleep after I Volt Switch out, thinking he wouldn't want to go for the Leaf Storm, and even if he did, it just gives me another free switch in the Togekiss. So this is the only way he can win. If I miss Air Slash or don't flinch him 2 times, he's able to get up 2 Dragon Dances and then sweep the remainder of my team. But that doesn't happen because Togekiss is well trained, and he just ends up dying, and then everybody leaves. And at the very end, Edgar, you can see Wendy Marvel over here. Edgar actually joined, and but he just forfeited because there was nothing he can do. So yeah, that's gonna be this doubleheader. I know they were pretty crappy battles, but they were against my two of my favorite YouTubers. So I thought it was pretty cool, and I needed to upload, man. I couldn't not. Cap upload his battle versus Chimpact, and so me and Cap have found our YouTubers, and we were teasing Sev because we were like, Sev, go on PS, you have to find your YouTuber. So we're still waiting for that moment. So stay tuned on Sev's channel for that, and you can go check out Cap's battle versus Chimpact too. But anyways, my outros are so long, and I ramble so much. I'm just gonna end it right here. So yeah, like and comment, subscribe for more, and we'll see you guys next time.